For some reason, I keep hearing the message, ask and you shall receive. hmm That's the message I keep hearing. And when I think about this message, it's not from the perspective of I need something specific. And so why haven't I been given it yet? Because see, your timing is not the same as his timing. But ask and you shall receive. And so when you think about this, think about it in ways where you wonder if the things that you are doing, if you're doing what it is you're supposed to be doing. So you ask for a sign. You say, well, give me a sign. Drop something off. Let me know. Show me an exact sign to let me know that I'm on the right track, right? Because sometimes we just need that reassurance because we all question our path. We all question, am I doing this right in all aspects of our lives, right? At least most of us do, okay? So when you think about ask and you shall receive, it's like, okay, give me a sign. So the other day I was reminded of this. I was reminded of ask and you shall receive. I was listening to someone and what they said is when you want to know for sure for something like, other words, am I on the right path? Ask for something very specific to give you a sign. Like ask for something specific to let them know, to be reassured that you're not in this by yourself. You are not in this by yourself, that ask and you shall receive. So I'm listening to this woman and this woman says, ask for something specific, right? So when she says ask for something specific as a sign that you're on the right path, it instantly made me think about this incident with these geckos. So let me tell you the story about a gecko. Back in the 90s, I was a soldier stationed at Fort Hood, Texas. And of course, most people work out on posts at the free gym and stuff like that, which is I did that as well. But I also had me a membership at this place called Curves. It was Curves for women. Now, of course, we weren't, if they were military wives there, I don't know anything about it because when I would go there, there would be women that were not affiliated with the military. They just happened to live in the Killeen area. And so I would get all the juicy, messy stuff too. But anyway, time would come and one day specifically, this woman is talking to me about a gecko. Y'all know the little geckos that's on the Geico commercial. Yeah, those little green little lizard-like things. So now, mind you, I'm from Detroit. I'm from the hood, honey. I don't know nothing about no geckos. The first time I had ever been south was when I was stationed in Fort Hood, Texas. Other than that, honey, I didn't know nothing about the South, okay? And so time come and she says, you never seen a gecko? I said, no, I never seen no gecko. She was like, they little green lizards. I was like, no. So I'll be dang. The very next day, when I say the very next day, I mean the very next day, I'm standing in my kitchen, about to get ready to go to PT. Y'all know what PT is, right? First thing in the morning, physical training for soldiers. Okay, so I'm standing at the kitchen counter, drinking my coffee. Just like that. And I look, and I had a vase that was sitting in the picture area of my kitchen, where you have this area where you can look out into the living room. And I had like this vase sitting there, these vases with these candles in it. And lo and behold, I look in there and there is a gecko. I could not believe it. He was a lime green, a freaking gecko. This was the very next morning after my evening session at Curves for Women that I had this conversation with this woman. So fast forward to me listening to a woman the other day that said, be specific about what you ask for. When you want to know listen, when you want to know if I'm doing this by myself or did he forget about me, or if you got questions, am I on the right track? Just know, ask and you shall receive. So this is what she said. She said, ask for something specific. So instantly I thought about the gecko story. I said, well, you know what? I'm in Virginia now, honey. I'm not in the South no more. Clearly, I'm not going to see a gecko because see, everybody question, at least I do. If I'm doing things the right way, I'm like, you know what, Lord, as a single woman, sometimes I get confused. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I need reassurance, right? So sure enough, a couple of days later, I'm listening to that same lady. The same lady that said, ask specifically what you need when you need to be able to say, okay, there's my sign that I'm not forgotten about. This lady was talking and then she referenced a gecko. She says, think about a gecko. You know those little geckos that you see on a gecko commercial? She started talking about a doggone gecko. Now, what is the odds of her talking about a gecko? I know what it was. That was him reminding me, ask and you shall receive. When you keep doing what you're supposed to do and you are on the right track and you are aligned, you have to pay attention to the signs that's before you. You have to. Now, again, your timing ain't the same as his timing, right? But when you keep on doing the work and you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do, honey, ask and you shall receive, right? It'll come. And if you know you're on the right track, look for the signs. Trust me when I tell you they out there. And when you ask for the signs to say, hey, am I doing this right? Because sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I'm unsure. Sometimes I need that reassurance from something, somebody, some spirit. And he'll give you a little sign. And they call those a rambling bush. He'll give you those blessings that you are on the right track. Or he'll show you a gecko. Or listen to someone tell you about a gecko. So I don't know who this is for. But I know this is for somebody. Because he told me to tell y'all this. Bye.